slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no.
It's your boy Kamen Rider Spike back again once again today, people. Today we're here for Kamen Rider GAVV episode 17, and happy new year to everyone. This is our first review of this new year, and I'm very happy to be here, guys. Got some new subs, got some new stuff going on. Y'all see the new intro, y'all see the new outro. Like, I'm completely just, redoing a bunch of things. I'll do this every year though. I make like a new intro, I make a new outro like every year. So yeah, that if you stick around, that'll be different. But man, episode 17 of Kamen Rider GAVV was really cool. This is the debut episode of Kamen Rider Ram. That's how they're pronouncing that. That's how they're pronouncing it. It's not Vlam, which we thought was his name originally, but it's Kamen Rider Ram. And bro is just so cool. He's just a chill guy, And in this episode, we do see that him and Reivew have kind of like starting to like build like this sort of like secret kind of alliance or secret kind of like relationship. And Reivew basically tells him that, hey, you don't have to be so formal with me. Like, you can be your real self. And we see a lot of Login 9's actual like sort of personality. Like, he says to himself that he's like a laid back kind of dude, but he doesn't tell Reivew like what his like real objective is. But Reivew basically has like ideas that has an idea that like Login 9 is got his own motives, and but Reivew kind of doesn't care. Reivew is like, hey, do you see this? You want to do this? You want to do another job for me, like on the side? But it'll only be between me and you. And then like Login 9's like, I don't like what you mean. And he shows him the driver. That's when he gives him the driver and says, hey, I want you to go test this stuff out for me. Like he does. Like, he takes the driver and everything, and he basically says that it'll basically give you like the power to take down these Grenade hunters. And he was like, okay. And he basically tells Login 9, I guess you're the guy that makes the hunter feel like the hunted. And I guess Login 9 probably has like a past or something like that. Like, it just feels like Login 9 has this secret mission that he has to go against Stomach Inc. And it seems like he has like his own things. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's got going on once we dive more deep into what's happening. That's what I'm really looking forward to seeing, because Login 9 is sort of shrouded in mystery. Like, they brought this guy in for a reason. And we got a monster Kamen Rider in this episode. He does his debut transformation into Kamen Rider Ram, and he in motion, the suit at first, because a lot of people don't like this suit, and a lot of people don't like this suit design. I'm like in between on it. I don't really like saying that I'm not the type of dude to be like, I hate this suit, or this suit's ugly or something like that, because it does look cool. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it does look cool, because I like seeing suits in motion. I like seeing what they're doing like in motion. And the suits to me isn't that ugly. I don't think it's super freaking ugly like a lot of people are saying. But yeah, so he ends up just basically going on this little mission for Reivew. He does interact with another part-timer, another Grenade that's working, and he's like a bird Grenade, like a red bird Grenade. And he basically has this ability. Well, his disguise is that he turns into like this really beautiful woman who has a red scarf, and I'm guessing this red scarf is like his feather. I'm guessing this red scarf is maybe like one of his feathers, because the way he grabs people is that he turns into this woman, and then he uses the scarf to fly away. And once they go and get the scarf and bring it back to her, or bring it back to him, that's when he captures them. So that's basically what his method was. But yeah, we do see in this episode that people are going, like, our characters are finding out that people are going missing. a lot of people are going missing, and they're basically investigating it. They're also looking for this one kid in particular named Takahashi, and people they're Hanto, Sashido, and Sachika are all looking for Takashi, and they're all asking people around and things like that. We see that Hanto does come in contact with Login 9, but he doesn't know that, Login 9 is a Granute and stuff like that, and I guess Login 9 doesn't know that that's him either. But at the same time, he does feel something suspicious about Login 9, and they start to catch up on all the news and stuff like that of people, all the people going missing. Like they hear about when Login 9 went into the movie theater and captured people, or when he went into the courtroom and captured people, or this episode he goes into a classroom with like elderly people and captures all of them. Like they're starting to get like the information on all these events that are going on going on after Login 9 is there, he capturing people and stuff like that. And same thing with the bird dude and the woman and stuff. They learn stuff about the woman that the bird is disguised as. They learn stuff about him and learning about how there's this woman in white walking around and stuff, and after she leaves a place, like people go missing. So it's like everybody, it's a lot of detective investigative kind of work going on and stuff like that. We did see that this woman does almost try and capture Sachika, because Sachika went off on her own to find Takahashi, and Shoma was talking with Sachika and her phone went out, so he runs and goes looking for her because he's scared that she might going missing too. So he ends up the woman ends up finding her. She ends up getting the scarf back for her, and he gets ready to capture her. But that's when Shoma comes in and basically like stops that. But he doesn't turn into his Granute form. He's about to, but Shoma basically like stops that. So Hanto, he also makes it there at the same time, and him and Hanto, Hanto and Shoma, they end up going after the woman, but they end up talking about like, why didn't you transform and stop him? And like, no, because I didn't want Sachika to be getting into trouble, and I also didn't want her to know I'm the Kamen Rider, but I did send a Gojizo to go after her. And then that's when we get the in-head, like the thought dialogue between Hanto and Shoma. Hanto basically like bringing up some of the old stuff that him and Shoma talked about, and Shoma's basically like, how do I tell him I'm a Granute, and how do I know, like, how do I keep this secret from Sachika as well, and like, how do I keep this without letting her know I'm a Granute, and also I'm with Stomach, like I'm from Stomach at the same time. Like Stomach is his family, and he feels like he's being selfish. But so they ended up intercepting this woman Granute, or not, well, the dude impersonating a woman Granute. They ended up coming up with him, but before this, we see that he ends up meeting Login 9 because he tries to capture Login 9 because he thinks Login 9 is a human. And then that's when him and Login 9 breaks out of his like the tongue trap, and he's like, that's your method of getting people? Man, kind of suck. He's like, but I'm on your side. I'm on your side, to say the least. Like, I'm with you, dog. So they basically make a plan together to basically defeat the Kamen Riders together. So that's when the bird, he comes in, he basically lures them in. They end up fighting him, and just when they're getting ready to destroy him, we see that's when Login 9 intercepts it, and they end up missing their attacks on purpose because they thought they were going to hit him. And then that's when they see him, and then that's when Shoma's like, I saw that guy before. So he ends up taking off his hat, takes off his jacket, and then he ends up pulling out. Then he turns into his monster form, his Granute form, and then he pulls out the driver, and they're like, what's happening? And then he transforms and turns into his rider form, and that's when Shoma's like, wait, you're a Kamen Rider? Are you here to help us? And he's like, and then Hanto's like, no, you idiot. He's like, he's a Granute. Of course he's not here to help us. So right now, Shoma is in his base form, and Hanto is in his new form, his new cake axe form. So fight ensues, and he's beating the crap out of them. He's whooping them. He's doing all these cool moves and stuff. He sits on Hanto and tells Hanto that he sucks. And then like Shoma comes in, tries to hit him with the sword. He intercepts that. They shoot some chocolate bullets at him. He intercepts that. Like, he's just like ultra instincting their a lot of their moves and stuff like that, and they talk about how his power is on another level, and and the bird dude just sit back there watching. He literally says, I guess I'll rest my wings because I know he's about to beat them and stuff like that. And then the episode ends with the fight doesn't end, but the episode ends there with him like looking back at them like, yeah, come on, let's fight. But yeah, this episode was dope. I thought it was a great introduction to our new writer, and a bit more of what he's trying to do, and his now relationship with Neelav, with him working for Neelav to with testing the driver and things like that. And also, I hope that he stays around because he is a really cool character. I hope he stays around like for the rest of the series, because I really don't want another Dread situation. I kind of don't want that, which is kind of like rumored, but I don't want that. I like this dude, and I want to see what he's trying to do. I want to see what his plans and stuff like that are. And next episode we see that he's gonna meet Suga, and that's probably where he's gonna get his other form from, which is Suga. And we still, and ever since, and Hanto and stuff like that hasn't really talked to Suga at all within these past episodes. Like, we have, like, their interactions have not happened the interaction between them hasn't happened at all in the past few episodes. But yeah, maybe Suga will probably have some new stuff that he's gonna be creating for Hanto, because I mean, we now know that he's working with Neelav and stuff like that. So, and he might end up making the new form for Login 9. But I don't know, man. This episode was dope though. Really looking forward to next week's episode. Really looking forward to see what we do with Login 9 Kamen Rider Ram. Really looking forward to that. But hey, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this episode of Kamen Rider GAVV. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, as I always say, stay Henshined.